All right, now we are ready for our weekly House Eagle show. Tonight we got invited for our we called him the USANA House Eagle science scientist. So today our guest speaker is going to be David Peter. He's going to teach us what are make USANA different. So David, let me turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Mila. I really do appreciate it. When we talk USANA, we talk nutrition, we talk lifestyle, we talk appropriate exercise, that is, staying active. And one of the really important things to go through is, why is USANA different? Why should somebody choose USANA products and USANA lifestyle over that of any other company or process? And that's a very good question. What makes USANA special? And why should somebody invest in USANA? There's just thousands of products and companies out there trying to sell products, nutritional products or nutritional philosophies to people. And it's very important to try to figure out which product or service that you want to participate in, what kind of a business or what kind of a product. Now, for me, I like representing the very best. I know that when I talk to people, I want to be absolutely sure that what I represent is the top of the line. And I don't want anybody to come back to me and say, well, that's not as good as this or this or this. And I have to go and defend my company. And what I want to be able to do is figure out what the very best is. And that's what I did early on. I looked at a lot of different companies and products and so forth. And when I found something that was the very best, and I went to the third party reviews. And consistently, USANA was rated as the number one nutritional product, the number one company, the best compensation plan and everything. That was what I did. I did my basic research and went into it. Now, what I'd like to do with this presentation is give an overview of the kinds of things that were important to me and would be important to most people to know in terms of trying to describe the difference or the why USANA difference. All right. So we're going to start with this front slide, and it is basically a summation of some really important things. We're the cellular nutrition company. We run with the leading edge nutrition research and development. We have our own research and development team, and we're the most trusted nutritional product in the world. And that's proven out one more time, okay, with the 99 total medals that were earned by USANA athletes at this summer's Olympic Games in Paris. And that would place USANA, if we were our own company or our own country, if USANA was a country, all right, and we placed 287 athletes into the Olympics this summer, and we came away with 99 total medals. That is an amazing outcome because that places us just behind the United States of America. So USANA placed number 2 in total medals in this summer's Olympic Games. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tell you that the Health Eagle Show, which we do weekly, is a presentation of information relating to great nutrition, appropriate exercise, and healthy lifestyle. Our goal is to help to optimize longevity by improving health and happiness. And we do this to create the healthiest family on earth. And the reason why, what motivates us, is that too many people die too long and live too short. So we're endeavoring to help change that paradigm. We want people to live long, healthy, and happy, not live long dying, right? People start dying because of degenerative diseases early in life, and they spend their whole life dying from them instead of living to their fullest and optimum benefit, both for themselves, their families, and their communities. It is very helpful if we are living our fullest. And that's what we're trying to do, is to help people live happy and healthy and strong their entire lives. Okay. So I wanted to touch base on a couple of announcements. First of all, the USANA online system will be down for routine maintenance starting Sunday at 6 a.m. and then it'll run through 11 a.m. and that's Mountain Time. So figure it based upon your time schedule and so forth, 6 to 11 Mountain Time. Then the system will be down. The San Antonio Success Summit is November 16th through the 17th. Me and my family are going. We're going to have a great time. We'll see you there. Lots to learn, great people. If you have heard me talk, you have benefited from Dr. Ladd McNamara and his protocols and his information. And Dr. Ladd is going to be one of the guest speakers there. He's a prominent speaker on health. Now, Dr. Ladd is a retired gynecologist. He's also a firm nutritional advocate. So we want to make sure that we're gathering that information and going forward. I know there's some other of our global health team are planning to attend. If you would like to go to this website here at San Antonio myteamwork.info, and you'll get all the information on going there. There's spaces available still. Okay, enrollment incentives are in place. So special experience packs are existing for associates to help get new associates. All right, and introduce people to. And you can get more information on those special experience packs, okay, at the website usanagrow.fuseuniversal.com and the rest there. So, or you just go to the hub and click on training and you can get the information right there. And then finally, once again, I want to highlight the fact that USANA has a new app. And you can get this app at the Apple App Store or at Google Play. Get it on your phone, put it on your computer. And what it does, it's a much more simplified and easier approach. The USANA Hub app is great for the business side. The USANA app by itself is great for the ordering and products and that sort of thing. So we've got those going together. And you can also pull down and send enrollment links for people that are tied, so that you can tie it directly to your account. So new USANA app. It's really good. I've used it now many times. I find it a lot simpler than previous apps. And I think it's a great improvement. Okay, managing your auto order you can do on this app. What you love is easier using the new app. Okay, it's simple, it's easy, it's convenient, and so forth. And we just tapped on that. All right, so why USANA? And I have to ask my team here, ask the associates inside the global health team, what is your reason for being here tonight? Why are you here? You want to learn more, but are you a wealth? Are you a health and wealth? Are you a health or wealth? It's a teamwork kind of thing going to it. So you've got health reasons is to create the healthiest family on earth. And that's why I do it. I mean, clearly I want everybody to benefit like I have, noting that you can obtain personalized nutrition and put together formulas that are particular to your health. All right. And then you can be also looking for an alternative to your medicine, to get off of your medicines, to get yourself healthy, to improve your lifestyle with that. Or in the wealth, you can join us with USANA because of the industry leading compensation plan or the unlimited potential income. There's no glass ceiling, man. You can go as hard as and high as you're willing to work to. And then, or are you working towards a supplemental income? Uh, and that's really great. You can do it for the tax benefits. You can do it for the light income, or you can actually reduce the costs of your own consumption of products by being an associate and earning on your own purchases. So in addition to a 10% for being an associate, 10% for an auto order, you can still actually earn points based upon where you place your orders in your own business downline, and that can generate income for you as well, and reduce the cost of your own products. So this is really good. You can also be helping other people with those same issues, talking to people who need to have a second income, talk to people who need to have a potential for replacing a spouse's income as they move forward. And then having the time by working your own schedule, being your own boss. So, though maybe a couple of great reasons to be in USANA. All right. So USANA has been available to people since 1992. USANA has been researching and innovating new ways to deliver the right nutrition to you, and in the right balance. And it comes about from Dr. Myron Wentz, who had the vision of trying to create the healthiest family on earth. He's dedicated towards cellular renewal, cellular health. And it's always been a research job to come and advance the science of nutrition, to try to improve your health by improving the health of your cells at the cellular level. And this is revolutionary. I mean, Dr. Wentz's story is really fantastic when you think about the fact that he was running and owning Goal Laboratories, which was manufacturing viruses for the healthcare community to do research on. And he was very, very successful, like growing these viruses. And at one point, his CEO or his chairman of the board came to him and says, "You're looking run down, Doc. We need to get you healthier. You're getting tired and so forth. So here's a bottle of the very best nutrition on the market today." Right. And being the doctor that he is, he started researching that nutrition. He put it in his centrifuge. He put it in his chronograph. He looked at the chronograph. That's the wrong word. But he looked at it under the microscope and looked at the spectral, analyzed it. And, he come back and he told his chairman of the board, he says, a summation. And if I gave this to my viruses, I would be out of business in research and development, and we're the most trusted nutritional product in the world, and that's proven out one more time. All right, we got some feedback here I'd like to get rid of. I don't have any reception devices here. That's the problem. So however that occurred. With the 99 total medals that were earned by. All right. Hang on. Let me see if I can solve this feedback problem. Get out of that.
David, you should be good now. You can go ahead. Continue
Okay.
your presentation.
Okay, great. So with USANA, that was the thing is that Dr. Wentz had suffered through family tragedies with both of his parents dying of degenerative disease or the complications of degenerative diseases, and he came to the realization that this was a market that he needed to get into. He needed to help people stay healthy longer, and and so he did sell Gull Laboratories, and he created USANA Health Sciences prior to 1992. 92 was when USANA went into business, and it's been advancing the science of nutrition ever since. And under his guidance, USANA remains a scientist-run company. It is a very important aspect of USANA is how it goes about and focuses on advancing the science and bringing that advanced science to the public so that they can have it take advantage of this new research and development. So USANA does have its own scientists, research and development, over 150 doctors and physicists and chiropractors and clinical scientists and dermatologists, all working together to bring about the advancement of nutritional science. So the mission of USANA is to empower the individual. That is to give the individual control over their health through their improved nutrition, as well as empower the individual into wealth by allowing them to earn directly from sales of the products to other people and to represent the company. So that is motivation towards USANA to be a network marketing based company. That is, the products are presented individually to people by other people so that they can get the complete story and have a relationship, because most people trust individuals that they know. And so this is and especially when making purchases, and this is the format that works best for USANA, as well as works best in the industry. So once again, Dr. Wentz's vision, and that become the vision of the company, is I dream of a world free from pain and suffering. I dream of a world free from disease. USANA family will be the healthiest family on earth. Share my vision, love life, and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. And that pretty much communicates the basis of USANA Corporation and establish the goals for how it does business in this environment. Okay. USANA also believes that the best life begins at the cellular level. USANA's products are uniquely formulated to work with the cells and working with that. And we come back to that, but let me highlight the fact that cell signaling technology is massive advancement in the science of nutrition. And what that means is that by using nutrition components to talk across the cellular boundary to get into the cell, to cause the cells to do things that it needs to be doing, like renewing the mitochondria, which is the energy factory of your body. So each cell has mitochondria, it has DNA, it's got oxidants and antioxidants. So you can cause the cell to generate its own antioxidants, and that's where you need for them to be done, because that's the starting point of oxidation. All right. What is keeping you alive is killing you. That is oxygen. So people rust over time, right? When they're younger, there's no rust. As we get older, the oxygen begins to break down our cells, and our bodies age, and we rust. And if you can visualize that, you can see the relationship to how people's health declines with age. and pretty much you know about antioxidants because of oxidation. Oxy is oxygen, right? So you have free radicals, which cause oxidation, and then you have the antioxidants. And we know that many things are antioxidants, and we need to get those antioxidants working. And the body generates antioxidants, right? But we need to feed those that system so we get inside the cells to do that. And then product and being a product of the product, we are best able to bring about this the introduction of people to it because we are our own best billboards. That is, by being a product of the product, you actually have more energy, you have a brighter attitude, you have a brighter visual appeal, you're physically healthier than the average person. And therefore, you are a demonstration of the product, and therefore you are a billboard for the product, and you can reach out and to more people by just being healthy. All right. So USANA difference, we can go through this really in the approach here is that USANA has a full spectrum approach to its products. So USANA takes a comprehensive look at how we go do things. And we have fundamental research. And our fundamental research is both in-house and it's in partnership with other research activities. And to highlight, one of the things we talked to bring Eastern and Western together. We do have a special relationship with the Beijing University of School of Traditional Chinese medicine, so we can bring that component. And we have research associations in lots of other countries, and we should just add India and Korea and so forth, and the United States and all the deep research. We have our own teams, and we bring this together to bring products to market. All right. So we have that big research team. And part of that research team is to look at the right formulations, right? To look at how nutritional components work together, or best work together, so that the formulas of the products can be properly combined in order for them to actually do what's intended of the product. And one, you need to know that the products do digest, right? Every USANA product starts out with a goal that it has to digest like within 20 minutes, and then it has a time frame that it stays in the system and is useful. And so we have a regular approach to formulation. So for instance, when you think about the health pack that we have, we've got this basic level of nutrition to raise everybody up to approach an optimum level for building upon. And it comes in a AM and a PM pack. And the AM, pack and the PM pack is because your body uses that nutrition over time, and pretty much that the knowledge is that the nutrition is used up in that first 8 to 12 hours, and then you need to bump it back up so you get it so you have the proper amount of nutrition, and give it at nighttime. So you want to get it in the morning, so you're going to be active during the daytime, and then as you repair in the evening, you need that same level of nutrition in your bodies. Now, we also do clinical trials, and that is one of the things that really sets USANA apart, these clinical trials. And it's because we have pharmaceutical grade nutrition. Let me say that again. We have pharmaceutical grade nutrition. And just today, USANA did announce one more time that we're included in the physician's data reference for prescribable medications. Yes, USANA Well, people will say, well, it's not FDA approved. Well, no nutrition is FDA approved. No nutrition is FDA approved. However, the manufacturing facilities can be FDA approved for pharmaceutical grade manufacturing. And USANA's manufacturing facilities are FDA approved for pharmaceutical grade nutrition. And we do create that. So 11 of our products are in the newest edition of the online database for prescribable medications. And that was posted on my website here recently. And if you have a question about that, you can reach out to me, or you can see the Global Health Team's site for that information. Okay. We do our in-house manufacturing. We don't outsource the manufacturing of USANA products. That gives us complete control of the quality manufacturing process, and make sure that we have no lack of control over what goes into the products and how the product manufacturing process occurs, and how the quality and the third party evaluations get done. So if there's an issue, we can only blame ourselves, and we're not about to do that in regards to, we're not going to let the quality suffer or the potency suffer or any of the issues with this. We're going to be every batch, and every batch is tested, pills are tested right on the line, and what USANA guarantees is that what's on the label is in the bottle, right? What's on the label is in the bottle. There is a quality guarantee so that you can depend on the potency of the product. Okay. So best in class quality control, absolutely. Right there on top of quality improvement and so forth is a quality control, making sure that what gets into those bottles is the highest quality product that can be produced at current technology, right? And everything continues to be reviewed so that improvements can be made and continuous improvement be made, both in the product as well as in the product manufacturing process. And those go through. And then finally, the third party verifications. USANA does a lot of have other people check and verify that what USANA has provided is not just useful, right, and potent and does what it's intended to do, but also that the quality and the verification. And this goes back to all of the trust that international elite athletes give to USANA. And that's why is this making sure that there is nothing in the product that is not supposed to be there, and that everything that USANA says is in it is actually in it. So we go to the manufacturing standards, first of all, making sure that the products are pure. So that starts with sourcing of the base ingredients, making sure that the base ingredients are right for cleanliness and so forth. What is, a good example would be in our omega-3 product called Biomega, which many people refer to as fish oil because of the high concentration of omega-3 in fish products. But basically, we would source them from the most pure source. And then in addition to that, we go through a filtering process to make sure that none of the components of the source material that is not supposed to be there is included in the product that is actually used. So we have to make sure not only is it pure coming in, but then we also do our testing, we do our filtering, and we do our cleansing. And a good example, like I says, is the fish oil. USANA's fish oil is very, very pure. You're not going to find any contaminants inside of it. And oftentimes products that are elsewhere in the market have great degrees of impurities in them, including mercury, which is known to be a cause or a contributor to Alzheimer's disease and brain problems, and then in those. So the next thing is in the formulation and the compositions of the product, so that that each product does what it's supposed to do, and then making sure that it's potent and that has the right strength to do what it's supposed to do. So the product strength is evaluated, taking into account the ingredients and the effectiveness, right? And then safety, of course, and that goes into not just the in-house safety and inspection, but also third-party analysis and third-party reviews, and making sure USANA is the top of the market. Now, just producing product is not USANA's goal. Producing the very best product is USANA's goal, and making sure that that product does exactly what it's supposed to do. All right, so the third-party certification is really important. This is a great example of it. Consumer laboratories, very, very important recommendations. And we say the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, yes, USANA is a FDA-approved manufacturer of pharmaceutical grade products. So we can go through this: the support system, the GMP, the NSF, the National Science Foundation, very, very important in making sure the products adhere to the highest standards in purity, potency, and quality. And then the Therapeutic Goods Administration. All right, so let's talk about that for a minute, because the USANA difference is proven out. All right, and it's easier to articulate when people who depend upon their bodies for their lifestyle or for their livelihood, and in the competitive world, having the very best for their bodies is incredibly important to obtain that competitive edge, as well as being able to make sure that it is as pure and free of contaminants as possible. And USANA athletes know this. This is an incredible difference for USANA. We are the most trusted nutritional supplement of all athletes, the elite athletes of the world. And USANA does provide $1 million guarantee to these elite athletes to make sure that they never have a bad test or in any way there's any contaminant inside of the USANA. And when I say contaminant, it doesn't necessarily mean poison. It means something that is not authorized by the Olympics or by competitive sports. So no growth hormone kind of events. So we're not chasing those issues. So we look at this and we go, the more professional and amateur athletes trust USANA than any other nutritional brand. And again, the Olympic athletes trust USANA. We had 284 total Olympic athletes at the Paris Olympics this summer, and 99 total medals were earned by USANA athletes. And that's an amazing amount. And these are the teams that have come to agreement with USANA for the usage of USANA products by their athletes. USA Swimming and Biathlon and Bobsled and Skeleton and Ski and Snowboard and Wrestling and Luge and Speed Skating and Women's Tennis Association. Also the Mexico Olympic Soccer Team, and all of these other teams that are listed here, plus a lot more. So you don't want to squeeze it in so you couldn't see it, but there's a lot more. And then there are the individual athletes who have chosen USANA. And there are hundreds and hundreds of athletes, to the point where over 2,000 athletes now are covered in this $1 million guarantee. And you've got to know that this is really important component. And so the entire Philippine Basketball Association, and then the University of Miami as well. And you go down there, how about the Korean Basketball League and the Mexican national team? Right. So even the Jamaica Bobsled and Skeleton Federation, I think there's a movie made of those boys, and that's an amazing recommendation to try to get to that elite competitive edge. And knowing that, I mean, when you're an athlete, right, you exercise and exercise, you practice and practice and practice and practice. And every time you do that, you're breaking your body down, and then you have to build it back up. And you break it down a little bit and break it back up and build it down and break it back up, so that you're continuously building upward, and increasing your speed, increasing your endurance, increasing your accuracy, all of these kinds of things. Now, we talk to athletes all the time, and what are your favorite products and kinds of things, and they have across the board different ideas of what their particular favorite products are. But like our probiotic is exceedingly important, so that when they travel all the time and they eat in different places and different foods and cafeterias or wherever they happen to be competing, they have to eat in those locations. They've got to stay regular. If they feel heavy or bloated or anyway constipated, they're not going to perform to their best. And this is an incredibly important product to them. And then, how much more can I say about Percosa? This is a very, very important product. The protein shakes, the energy bars, or that sort of thing is really important. And then all of the nutritional products, so all of these folks, they depend upon USANA to provide the very, very best top of the line Cadillac, or whatever car you like to make an example of as being the very best in the world. And that would be comparative to the level of dedication that the USANA corporate team, as well as all the scientists, go through. And you have to know that one of the really fun things to note about USANA is that it's scientists run, because of the names they give their products. I mean, what marketing person would ever choose to call their product Broclucamin, right, for a immunity building product? But no, that's just the name that we have because our scientists said that it should say what it is. And so therefore Broclucamin. And then we have Proflavina, we have Percosa, we have these other names. And it's kind of fun that way because of the fact you get to having that appreciation of the fact that the scientists' direct involvement in making sure those products are exactly formulated for exactly what they do. And if you want to know more about the products themselves, I'll relate you back to previous Health Eagle shows that talked about products. We did do a 13-week class just on the products earlier this year. All right, so we want to talk about some of this technological difference. And USANA has not just these scientists, but we have these patents. And we have the federally approved patents for these products, and they go across the world. And oh, by the way, we're in 25 countries now. USANA is $1 billion business, and we have no debt. And we are involved in providing nutritional products across the board. And every time you go into a new country, the products that are to be introduced into that country go through that country's product review process, usually in their medical community, so that the sale of those products can be approved in that particular country. So we're not in every country, but we're in 25, and that's a big start. All right. So intelligence technology is a patented technology. This is all about taking cell signaling. And this is what I was talking about, is it's taking formulations of nutrition that can actually talk to the inside of your cells. And that is called cell signaling. And in USANA, we call it intelligence, because of bringing the intelligence of cell signaling to the market. Now, cell signaling was discovered in around 2013, and USANA productized it in 2018, and it's been available to us since the convention in 2018 summertime, and it's found in many products. I'll give you it's inside of the health pack. It's inside of Precosa. It's in Hepacil and Proglucomin and many others. It's actually inside of our skincare line called Celavive, and Cell Live, as in cell live, right? Okay. And we go that way in order to say, if the cells are are nourished, protected, and renew, they're going to be healthier. They're going to live longer. They're going to benefit you more, as well as that you're going to have this renewal of the cells, so that you have a better opportunity to survive and live happy, healthy longer, right? And to look healthy and happy longer, right? Now, once again, caveat is that I can't tell you, and nobody can tell you, that nutrition fixes, cures, or prevents any disease. All right. However, if you've used USANA products and are a product of the products, you have a story to tell. And my story is exactly that. I was on 10 different medications, and I weighed 230 pounds, and I wore bifocals, and I suffered a lot of injuries. And, literally my life was a wreck before I came to USANA and I was introduced to it. Now my life is completely different. Okay. My life has been changed by USANA. I'm 170 pounds, right? And I've got it off, and I kept it off with the USANA nutritional process and program. I am a product of the product. At 67 years old, I live excited. I travel all around the world. I have a great love life and a wonderful wife, and we are very active and trying to help others to do the same, and to prevent or to help people be as healthy as they possibly can and optimize their health. Hopefully that got across the message, is that I wish I could tell you what I'm told that I can't tell you, because of the rules associated with nutrition. That is. Anyway, go back. So we have the scientists develop the intelligence products with unique ingredient blends, and to deliver the key nutrition for your cells, supporting your body's ability to respond, adapt, and to modern day stressors. And right, you need to be able to keep your body moving and be able to better handle the stress or the oxidation that takes place in your body. And oxidation is a stress. All right. So in addition to cell signaling, we also have patent on hybrid technology, and hybrid technology is a state-of-the-art approach to being able to combine non-compatible things together into a single tablet. Okay. It allows us to combine ingredients that are historically have not been able to be paired together in a single tablet. So you look at the binding to be able to place these things together and still have that absorption requirement, that is the digestion and the absorption of the nutrition that's in these products into your body. And this is an amazing piece of technology, and you won't find it anyplace else. And the neat thing about it as well is that setting USANA apart from others is that USANA digests. even if, and that's a really, really important component, because the most expensive products in the world may actually be the least expensive out of your pocket, because the most expensive products are the ones that don't work, right? If you're buying a product and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then you've wasted your money, and that's exceedingly expensive. And you don't want to waste your money. You want to get your money's worth, and you want to get your money's value. And that's why you want to choose USANA. Are we going back to another patent? This is an olival. We know that Mediterranean diets, people who have strict adhering to Mediterranean diets tend to have a longer lifespan. And this has come about, and we tried it with it and productize the olive extract to be able to have a better antioxidant and be able to help people live longer. And it's a botanical blend, and it contains powerful antioxidants, and it's extracted, derived from olives. And this is a special process, and olive oil is built into many of the products that USANA offers. All right. Next one, patented, was Poly C, right? And it's a patented blend of minerals and citrus bioflavonoids to help the body absorb and use vitamin C. Now, vitamin C itself doesn't do anything if it's not combined properly with other nutrients. I get a kick out of it still. And you see people, you go to people's houses, you go and introduce them, and they've got pill bottles and pill bottles and pill bottles, and they've got vitamin B over here and vitamin C over there and vitamin D over here and so forth. And they're hoping that they're going to work well. And I know that hope, because after I had a heart incident, my cardiologist, this was before USANA, had told me, he says, forks before knives, Dave, forks before knives. And that was to say, is if I didn't learn to eat better, right, I was going to, he was going to have to cut on me. And I didn't want that to happen. I want to live lots longer than my parents did. So key component of that is I went and I started studying up on nutrition, and I started buying stuff just like everybody else does. I went to Walmart, and I went to GNC, I went to Amazon, I went to this and this and this, and I bought all these products. And I said, okay, well, I know that I need this and I need this and I need this based upon the science and the witchcraft. And that I just went out and bought it. And every Sunday while watching football games, I would be going that, putting my pills in my bottle for the next week. And I was not feeling any better, but I was hoping I was doing the right thing. And then I was introduced to USANA, and I read up on it. I did my research. I looked at the bibliography of the Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements. I looked at the ratings there, chose that product because it was the #1 product in the world. And you know what? I wasn't hoping anymore. The proof was in the pudding. I started getting off my medications. As a matter of fact, a medication called Prilosec that I'd been on for 20 years, I didn't need after 3 weeks of being on the product. And then I recovered easier from injuries. I had more energy. I started losing weight. I did more things. I lost more weight. I started, my eyesight started getting better. My whole attitude and for life was getting better. And in 8 months of being on the first 8 months of being on the product, I'd lost 60 pounds. I was wearing single vision lenses after needing bifocals and special lenses for watching my computer. I had recovered from injuries, and I was off of all of my prescribed medications, 10 different prescribed degenerative disease medications. I was no longer needed to take them. And that included high blood pressure, it included high cholesterol, it included sleep meds and pain meds and God knows what else. It's hard to remember now since it's been 8 years. But basically, I was doing things that I never thought I would be able to do at that age. And shit, that was, I was 58 at that time. And I even moved my entire family, all my household goods from one place to a mountain vista home. And I did it in 28 truckloads of packing things up at night, loading them in my truck, driving to work. After work, I take it up to the mountain, put the boxes and furniture in the house, and then come back down with my truck and load it up for the next day. And I would do that. In 28 days, I had my home house relocated to my mountain house. So I can tell you, I was doing good. And then they told me I learned about being in business for myself and the tax advantages. And I said, where do I sign up? So that was real easy to go to. Now, important component of this is that USANA does clinical trials on its products, and it comes out with these results. And I just have this slide up here, the clinical trial to see how various skin types react to this new moisturizer. It's a moisturizer designed to work with your biome, your human biome, right? And they did the test for 28 days, and it found that skin was glowing more, it was more even looking, it's less blotchy looking, and less visible pores. And this is through a certified clinical trial, and this is the one that was just released. Now there's clinical trials on our Copa Prime that show that Copa Prime improves your cognitive function as well as your short-term memory and so forth. And I use it, and I know that it worked because I challenge myself, or I exercise my brain, because I've never made money with my hands. After college, I made money with my brain, and I want to protect that brain now way into the future. So Copa Prime works to renew synapse and firing of your brain to make it work. And these are some of the clinical trial results, and it's amazing. And so without going into the trial after trial after trial, we use this as an example to prove that USANA is dedicated to providing products that actually work and do what they're supposed to do, and we go for it. And I know because I've participated in these clinical trials. I've participated in product development, and I know how hard these scientists are dedicated to providing these products that work, and they're not concerned about the cost as they go through this process, because of the fact they're looking for the best solution, not the economic solution, so to speak. It's good enough. Is it good enough? No, it's not good enough if it doesn't do the very best job that's available on the market. And that's what I want to highlight once again. All right. So why is it important to know this why USANA is different? So because, one, transparency and trust. Third-party certification offers this unbiased verification of product claims, helping consumers to make better or more informed decisions about their supplements, or the choice of their supplements, or the provision of their supplement, their supplement provider. And it does make a difference. Where you get your supplements makes a huge amount of difference as to whether or not you're going to be healthier or not. Are you wasting your money, or are you getting healthier? And that I want to strongly emphasize is that with USANA and personalized nutrition and cell signaling technology, intelligence technologies coming back to you, you are going to be a better you. And that goes into building the credibility. So as associate of the USANA Corporation, we're understanding and communicating these differences so we can speak confidently, right? You need to be able to speak confidently about USANA's commitment to quality, to commitment to potency, to commit to purity, and be able to say with your own visual, okay, representation of being a product of the product to others that say, I started like this was what changed, and this is how I am right now. And I will tell you that if you saw me, 9 years ago, right, before USANA, you'd be looking at a big old fat man who could barely walk around, who had to go to the doctor every week to get his medications because he had to have specialized pain meds, right? Because I had degenerative disc disease, I had myofascial pain syndrome, I had trigger points, I had fibromyalgia, I had sleep apnea, I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol and all of these things that were, killing me, right? Uh, and if you were to look at me now, you'd say, man, that guy's healthy. I mean, you could tell by the beautiful hair I have. I mean, gee whiz. I mean, if hair is a symbol of nutrition, I do really well, and so can you. So I wanted to sum up here is that we have here a listed of resources for you. You can explore the USANA difference with products at this site. You can look at the USANA opportunity, right? The USANA compensation plan, getting started with USANA. And all of these are great references. I would also highly recommend the NutriSearch comparative guide to nutritional supplements. The one I have in my hand is the 6th edition for the Americas. And the companies of over 1,600 products in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Colombia are evaluated. And the number one product, the Platinum Plus, is the USANA Health Sciences. And I wanted to highlight that one more time because that was amazing. And the book is really readable. The front end is about the current science of nutrition. The second part is all about the evaluation criteria that was used. There's 16 different evaluation criteria, who the evaluators are, who is the scientist, and so forth. And and then it goes in, the third part is the actual evaluation ratings, and then the bibliography. And I'll tell you, I've read that book cover to cover before I joined USANA, and I said, holy macro, this company is really different. It really cares about me and cares about making sure that I get the very best nutrition. And while I know that there's still improvements to be made, and so does USANA, because there's tons of things we don't know yet about the human body and how it works and how to make it work better, is that they are dedicated to following that trail and making sure that they bring the advancement of nutrition to market as soon as possible. And with that, I am going to move to the last slide, which says the end. And I hope you have enjoyed this presentation of the Health Eagle Show, and I really hope you got a lot out of it. If you wish to get more information, you can contact me, and you can visit my website at www.healtheagle.akusana.com, and you can get to that. And if you wish to order any products, that's fantastic. And I do this show every week, so if you're interested in it, it's scheduled for Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. East Coast time, right? So today I happen to be in Alaska, and we're doing live at 5 p.m. Alaska time. but that's still 9 p.m. East Coast time. So there you have it. And it's broadcast all around the world and saved onto YouTube. So enjoy, and we will see you next time on the Health Eagle Show. Over to you, Mila.
Yay! That's so